and welcome to our podcast. This is The Good with Dr. Joe. All right, it's live Eastern, 12 noon, and then 9 a.m. Pacific, and it's 5 p.m. London, England, where they are preparing for an all-out COVID party. Those people are crazy. That's what I can say. They're crazy. All right, well, anyway, this is where you can find us. We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram. We're on Spotify. We are on Apple. We are on Amazon. I didn't realize that we're on Amazon. We're on iHeartRadio. And we are on Amazon Music. Oh my God, we are really, really going places. We're all over the place. Also, we're on YouTube. So check out our YouTube page. It's always #The Good with Dr. Joe. All right, so we're in the summer month. So today the ladies are out. The ladies are off today. Miss No is off, and also Miss Laura. So they're off today. All right, we're going to be talking about COVID-19, status on it, what's going on. We're going to be talking about the party, the crazy party that they're planning to have in London, England. They want to have a COVID party. Oh my God! All right, so we're gonna find out what they're really going on. What's really going on over there? All right, and then we're gonna talk about back to school prep. What CDC is saying. What are the principals saying? What is the school board and also the Department of Education? What are they saying about the fall classes? All right, so 4 semesters. So we're going to be talking about that. And then we're also going to talk about it's been on the news lately, the men's basketball team from Nigeria beat Team USA. What's going on? Team USA. That should be the #1 basketball team in the whole world. Those guys should be able to just play with their eyes closed and win, But anyway, I hope I'm not having too much expectation from the basketball team. But we're going to talk about that also. And then the stimulus package, if you've been watching the news, it looks as if COVID is not quite gone yet, so there could be need to continue to have a stimulus, but the child stimulus payment is going out. If you haven't gotten yours, I think starting July 15th, you start seeing that on your account. And then finally, we're going to talk about the PPP, the PPP loan repayment process is on right now. And for those, I have some good news for those of you who probably didn't qualify. You didn't qualify for the PPP and you applied and you got it. Okay, we have some good news for you about how to escape any type of penalties or being thrown into jail and stuff like that, So I'll give you some ideas on how to get out of that. All right. Okay, so let's get started. If you notice, the COVID-19, we're still talking about it every single day. If you turn on the news, somebody's going to be talking about COVID-19, coronavirus, or the impact. Okay? Now, we still have a group of fanatics, as if I don't think I want to call them fanatics, is those people who are carrying all those kind of extreme theories, that COVID does not exist, or the vaccine is a scam, is a sham, is a magnetic control thing that they're trying to give to you and all of that. Hey, it's all kind of theories out there about what is actually going on. But if you look at the news, though, they still continue to talk about coronavirus. And I was looking at this official from Montgomery County Public Health Director. So now he's saying that 800 people attended the Baptist Church retreat at Camp Chautauqua in Miamisburg. So you have a Miami in Ohio, and that's in Ohio. Okay, So from June 27th to July 3rd, it said visitors came from all across Ohio, Kentucky, Illinois, and Indiana. So he's really very concerned, that from the standpoint of not knowing who is vaccinated, who is not vaccinated. Some of these people are not even vaccinated, So putting people together like that, not observing the 12, is it 12 now? No, 6.
No, 6 feet.
6 each,
6 feet.
6 feet. 6 feet social distancing guidelines, that these people are actually 100 times more likely to get sick after exposure to COVID-19 compared to people who are already vaccinated. Now, I know the debate is still going on about vaccine, whether to do vaccines or not, or whatever, But there is proof, though, that the vaccine is working. Vaccines do work. I mean, it's shown proof. We see that the numbers come down. And I'm also looking at it from the psychological standpoint, too. Psychological standpoint, too. Sometimes people look at medicine and it makes them feel better. All right, so the guy, Dr. Michael Dunn, that's his name, he said the outbreak of COVID-19 is a very serious virus, is a serious situation, and that people should continue to consider it seriously because people continue to get sick from it. All right, let's talk about what CDC recommends. We're going to talk about the plans for school, people returning back to school in the fall. So CDC recommends that school maintain at least 3 feet. So 3 feet would be about this, probably about this long. Yeah, probably about that. Maybe arm's length or whatever. If they use very simple ideas to kind of figure out where 3 feet is, so that may help people be safe because nobody's going to go around carrying measuring tapes, except like that old guy that I saw in Home Depot. So he had this tape. If you got too close, he would say, "Hey, sir, that's 6 feet right there. You get back a little bit, step back." It's a World War II type of guy. So he wants to be here for a little bit more. So we can get something like maybe your arm or wherever, to keep, So they're saying that the CDC recommend that school maintain at least 3 feet of physical distance between students in the classrooms. Now, if we combine that with indoor mask wearing by people who are not fully vaccinated, this will reduce the risk of transmission. And he also said that when this CDC now, when it's not possible to maintain a physical distance of at least 3 feet, so it is important to have multiple layer of prevention strategies. Well, I don't know what else you can do besides social distancing and face mask. So I don't know what they're going to do for kids 12 years or younger. I don't think they have vaccines for them yet. All right. So now they're saying that students will benefit more from in-person learning, and safely returning to school. In-person instruction in the fall is a priority for most school districts. So hopefully we'll continue to keep it down, begin to break it down, All right, so now what I was talking about, why is he talking about COVID-19? Let's talk about the Freedom Party. Britain, United Kingdom. So they are having a Freedom Day party. This is the government now. This is the government saying that come July 19. When is July 19? That's next week.
A week.
So
it's actually 5 days.
5 days. So what day of the week is that? So that's 19 is going to be a Monday. They're actually doing a Monday. So they are taking the day off. So Britain is declaring a public holiday on Monday, the 19th, to have a Freedom Day from Corona. Oh my God. All right. Concerns remain, though, ahead of the planned easing of most coronavirus restriction in England. So they are taking down a lot of restrictions from the 19th. That's what the party is about. Okay. Now here's some reality check for them. The UK reported 36,660 new coronavirus cases on July 13th. That was yesterday. And in 5 days, they're going to be having a party. Okay. Scientists are suggesting that more than 1,000 people a day could be admitted to hospitals, and more than 100 people a day could die at the peak of UK's current wave of COVID-19 cases. So now, the scientists are saying that the cases are rising
Before the lift.
and then the government are going to party. Look, oh my God, it's crazy. It's crazy. I wish we could get somebody from England to talk to us now about what this crazy party is about and what evidence they have to support that they should be partying instead of masking. And they don't want to mask anymore. They said they don't want to mask anymore. They don't want to do anything else. They're just closing down or coronavirus restriction. All right. So if they call, we'll do it. If not, we'll go to other things. All right. So we already talked about the stimulus payment started from July 15th. It's $300 payment for kids under 5 and $250 for kids over 5. All right, July 15th, you should be getting that in either your mailboxes or inside your actual bank account. All right, so let's talk about some fun stuff. So we watched the basketball game. Where this is a prep though. It was a friendly, So between Nigeria and the U.S. team, okay, and they were beat. Considering that about 4 years ago, the U.S. team beat them almost half the point. Almost half. Like 80-40 or 120-60 or something like that. And now they're coming and beating them in the USA. This happened in the U.S. of A.
What was the score?
The score was, I think, 93-91. It was close, but hey, a win is a win.
Yes,
a beat is a beat.
Yes.
So he's been all over the news. Mr. Stephen A. That guy on ESPN was kind of trying to really badmouth the guys from Motherland. So some people kind of said, hey man, you gotta be careful, because you have to remember where you came from.
Yeah.
You came from Africa, man. Whether you like it or not, your ancestors came from Africa, So they were kind of bashing him a little bit, Yeah, but I thought that was a very, very interesting thing, to do. I know that the Olympics in the Olympics is coming up in Japan. Okay, now there's a little bit of argument, for and against that event. A lot of people have spoken against it. I know LeBron James, for example. LeBron James is one of the leading scorers for the U.S. basketball team. He already said he's not going. A lot of other people who said they're not going because they don't want to risk exposing themselves to coronavirus. And especially if you know that people are going to be coming from all over the world, and then you're probably going to be seeing maybe different strains of this virus from all over the thing.
The new variant.
The Delta variant and all of that, coming over to party in Tokyo, Japan. So you really can't blame them if they can't go. So don't be surprised that half of the countries don't come or not a lot of people come in because it's still a very difficult situation that we're in worldwide with this coronavirus thing. All right. But anyway, this is how to get us. We are on Instagram every Wednesday, 12 noon. We are on Spotify. We are on iHeart Radio. We are on Amazon Music. We are on Apple Podcast. We are on Google Podcast. We are on Spotify. And also we are on YouTube, and Facebook.
And
All right.
Instagram.
And Instagram. So it's hashtag the good with Dr. Joe. Hashtag the good with Dr. Joe. And guess what? Our 50th episode is coming in a couple of days or a couple of weeks. Now, we're going to be celebrating that big time. You know, we're not going to celebrate the 50th or the 1 year anniversary. So we're working with a team of my producers. We're trying to figure out, you know, how to do that, what to really do. We're planning some giveaways. All right, we have a contest coming up. You know, we're asking viewers to view videos, and we're going to ask you questions on our videos. We want you to watch 4 videos on the Good with Dr. Joe on Instagram or on YouTube, and share the most recent video and DM us your email to be entered into the contest. So here's what you do to be entered. View 4 videos. Okay? And then share the most recent video and then DM us your email. And then we'll enter you in the contest. We are still thinking about the prize. It's going to be a good prize. All right? So here you have it. So I want you to plan for that. You're going to get more information on that, you know, during the week. All right. So let's talk about PPP. Our time is almost up. Let's talk about PPP. All right. So now, if you have not already started your loan forgiveness application, please reach out to your bank or your financial institution and begin to request that. If you got a loan of $50,000 or less, consider that loan completely forgiven. Okay? But you still have to do some paperwork though. This is for account purposes and for record purposes. You still have to do some paperwork. And the paperwork, the form to do is Form 3508S, as in Sam, Uncle Sam. Okay? 3508. That is the form that you should fill if you got $50,000 or less. Don't do any other forms. If your bank or anybody asks you to do anything else, don't do it. What SB is requiring from you is Form 3508S. It's very simple. It's a 1-page application for loan forgiveness. Submit that, and your loan will be that gone. All right. So now, if you don't qualify, let's say, for example, you know you didn't qualify, you know you don't have the information, you know, you don't have the documents to support your application when you applied before and all of that. Just reach out to your financial institution right away and tell them that you want to start paying back the loan. It's only 1%. So don't wait for them to get to you. Don't wait for them to call you. Don't wait for them to have to chase you down. Just call them up and say, hey, I like to start paying back my loan. I will do 1%. I don't want free money. Just tell me. You can use that. You can say, I don't want free money. I want to pay my money back. I will pay 1%. When do I start? That will be the easiest way for you to get out of it. You know, so you don't have to deal with the IRS. You don't want to mess with the IRS. You don't want to mess with the Treasury Department. You don't want to mess with the U.S. government. Okay, so you can take their money and go free if you don't qualify for it. So just call them, your bank, and tell them you like to start paying back your loan. You do 1%. That is the interest you will pay on the loan or part of the loan that does not qualify for forgiveness. All right. So if you do qualify for forgiveness and you are able to support the documents that they have that they're asking you to do, don't forget, if you got over $50,000, this is how to get the loan completely forgiven. You have to show that 60% of that money was spent on payroll and payroll expenses. And then you now also show that the remaining 40% was spent on business-related expenses. Your mortgage payment or your rent payment, your electricity, your utilities, and all the other stuff that has to do with you operating your business. Operating costs is what is included in the 40% of that money. If you can prove that, the whole 100% of the loan will be forgiven. So if for whatever reason you cannot show that you were able to use 60% for payroll and 40% for expenses, whatever is left that you can't put in that box, you will owe with a 1% interest. So you pay back that remainder with the 1% interest. So if you have not done your loan application to forgive your loan, this is time to start. All right, so our time is past gone. So I want to thank everybody for joining. We want to give a shout out to all our viewers that come in week after week. We thank you for your support. We thank you for liking our YouTube pages. Thank you for your comment. We thank you for everything you've done to support us. We really appreciate it. Just think about it. It's like we started yesterday, and it's almost a year. This is July. We started in August of last year. Did we start August or July? I can't remember now. July or August we started, and now it's a year. I think it was July or August, but either way, we're almost there. All right, where to catch us again? We're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, we are on Spotify, we are on iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, and you can get us everywhere, anywhere online. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week. Be safe. Wear your mask. I still have my mask. Wear your mask and still keep the social distancing protocol, and do your vaccines if you have to do your vaccines, and see you soon. Hasta la vista.